as I see the back of the grid are all all going on the hard compound tyre except from TS. So TS will have to put up some major ground to go up the grid, and Bab is starting on the softs as it's 5 red lights, and away we go. Who gets better start out of Runnard than Bab? I think it was Runnard. AG's off, took FIFA off the start. Tank as well. BR is 3 wide in turn 1. No contact made whatsoever. Lovely racing from 3 wide of BRT Jacob and Tank and FIFA Lord, but FIFA Lord has lost out to Mr. Mac Attack. Not Mr. Mac Attack, of BRT Jacob and Milan Nanger. Mr. Mac Attack has gone down into P11. He is trying to avoid no contact, but there was a lot of banging of wheels, and I think someone went to the back of someone, and that is Parsville. Parsville span round. I think that's what the collision was caused, so that was a bit unfortunate from him, and I think he was beached, so I think he reset the track. As a Loon gets Skinner as well, TS's gets Scoresney. As Bab is on the soft compound tyre, so he will have to maybe just pull away or get his run as quick as possible, and then go on to the hard compound tyre to finish the race. I believe that is what the strategy will be, as everybody rounds the final corner except from Parsville, which Parsville, I think he has wing damage, so he will most likely bit box, but he does not have wing damage, so that is lovely to see from Parsville. As Bab has got DRS, is gaining closer and closer on Runnard, and he dives up the inside to try, but he pushes Runner off the track, and Runnard has lost out to Jelma. That would be a bit unfortunate from him, as Christoph and Vengioke are battling, and Christoph has got the better of Vengioke, and I believe, but they're still side by side. Who will get the better of them, as Vengioke has the inside line, but he bangs tyres and spins Christoph, and then TS has hit the back of Christoph, which is a bit unfortunate for him, and Runnard has lost out to AG as well in the McLaren, so this has been a very intense qualifying. What am I on about? First couple of laps of the start of the race, as they round the final corner for lap 3 again, which no contact made whatsoever, as it looks like the hards and the medium, or the medium hard will be the better strategy to go with. It looks like there will be no rain, as Milan 9 gets fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but that doesn't mean nothing right now, as Jelma, he should get Bab. He does get Bab, but Bab should get DRS on this back straight to try and get his position back and to lead the race. But he didn't get a very good exit, Bab didn't. So that means Jelma will have a comfortable lead over of this lap, as it should, unless he makes a mistake. As Echelon Medal gets TS as well. Everyone is in DRS except from Parsville, obviously, with that lap 1 incident, which is not what you would like to see as well. As we will stick on board with Bab to try and get the lead of the race back. He has a chance to do it on this back straight, or the second straight. I don't know what it's called, but one of the straights of at Austria. But AG is gaining. Is it going to go 3 wide? No. Bab backs out. As there's a lot of wheel banging. BRT Jacob tries to sneak up the inside, but he gets caught. But FIFA Lord is now got Bab. Runnard has now got AMS Jelma, because obviously he does not have DRS, but he tries to sneak up the inside of both drivers, I believe. Or maybe that was just one, I do not know. As we found out, but it did not work out for him, because Runnard is still kept his P2. As TS is now down into 17th place. Obviously, everybody was starting on the hards in front of him. He has not gained much. Parsville with a 3-second time penalty on lap 4. Let's hope he doesn't carry this on to tier 3. But TS has either got damage or he is just out of DRS. As we will go on board with Runnard, who gets a very good exit, as he should get back P1. He does get back P1, Nice stuff to see. And AMS Jelmer, I believe he's tried to sneak up the inside as well. He has. Oh, Beatty Jacob has had another spin round. A little nap of the rear. Beatty Jacob is not having a fun race as it stands, obviously, with a five-place grid penalty in qualifying because of Christoph and Beatty Jacob coming together. As Skinner and Beatty Jacob were still side by side, but I believe Beatty Jacob gets the better of that one. There's a yellow flag. Tank is spun round and into the wall, I believe, but I don't think he has any damage, so that's nice stuff to see. But it's not nice to see that he had a little bit of a spin. As it looked like Toronto's got a very good exit out of turn 2. Or turn 1, so not turn 2. FIFA Lord gets a G as well. They're still side by side going into turn 3. Who gets the better of this deal? And it looks like FIFA Lord gets the better exit, so he will go on to P3. Parswell's got tank as well, as Parswell goes up into P17. As Austria, you need to stay in the train to have a chance at Austria, because obviously there's not much overtaking spots at Austria unless you're in the DRS, which it looks like everyone is currently doing but TS, but I believe TS does have a bit of damage. As we go on board of AMS Jelmer to see who, if he will get in front again. He does. So Runnard will get DRS going on to the third DRS streak. Bab and BRT Jacob are side by side. I believe BRT Jacob gets the better of that one though. Clearly starting on the soft compound tyre was not the way to go at Austria. BRT Jacob gets... Oh! There's a bit of free wide there. Alun dives up the inside. Does he make it stick? But now they're out of DRS. That could be a major problem for going near to the end of the race unless they get back into DRS. As BRT Jacob pulls out of being side by side with Alun. Nice decision to make there because he did not want to make any contact. But they are out of DRS. This could mean the top 5 drivers, either one of them could have a chance to win this race. Sakir gets Mr. Mac attack, but I believe Bab is pitting. Bab is... The soft did not work out for him at all. As we go on board with Runnard again to see if he can get the... Oh, double overtake. Oh, not double overtake, sorry. I believe that might be 2 positions lost for AMS Jelmer. But he has got DRS. As we will go on board with him, but I think FIFA Lord just gets the better of that one. Oh, but AMS Jelmer under brakes and then hits the back of his teammate, which you do not want to be doing with these at Austria. And obviously they're 2 teammates and they don't want to get on the bad side of each other. As everyone is pretty much saving ERS, but Milan Langer has got something else up his sleeve. But they are gaining back in and closer to DRS. Because obviously they all want DRS and Tank has left the session, so I will see if I can invite him back. I don't think I have him added as a friend. There you go. Christoph with a 30-second time penalty and Runner goes down into P2. Or maybe even P3. As Jelmer breaks a bit later than normal. There's a little bit of wheel banging. Does he lose out to Milan Langer? He does not. But he has gone for the move on Runnard as well. Runnard looks to have the better advantage. Skinner has made up some good positions as well. He has made 6 positions. Venjo, obviously, he had a qualifying ban, so he has had a very good stint on these hard combat tyres. He is up into P8. No, yes, 8. Missed a Mac attack with a 3-second time penalty, which does not help until near the end of this race, because obviously the more penalties you have, the lower you go down. Runnard under brakes. Runnard with a 3-second time penalty from that collision, as he wanted to slow the car down as quick as possible. Does he get back into DRS though is the main question. He looks like he should be back in DRS. But obviously we will keep an eye on this, because it will be very close, I believe. But as you saw, the cars that got out of DRS got back into DRS, so he might just be in it. He did not get DRS. That does not help Runnard at all. There's a yellow flag as TS has had a spin. Is his day coming from bad to worse? As he obviously tries to avoid the cars out of the way, he pulls into the pit lane. He's not having a very eventful evening. But obviously Runners is now back close to the car number 1. But obviously with that 3-second time penalty that Runnard has for him will not help him near the end, because I don't see many people getting penalties at this track. I see maybe them getting 1 3-second penalty and maybe a couple of drivers getting 6. But as we go on to lap 12 with Eshla Medal making up 9 positions as well, and he has got a 3-second time penalty which does not help his cause at the end of the race. Sakir with a 3-second time penalty. He is down to P14 and he has lost 5 places, which is not helpful for him. As you see, TS is carried on, so that is nice to see. But I believe that there's the DRS train is all the way down into P14. As Mr. Makatak pits with Christoph with another 3-second time penalty. AMS Jelma pits as well. Is he trying to do the undercut on all the other top drivers? This may work out into his favour, but he has got wing damage, so he's changing his wing. I do not know if he wanted to do that or not. Obviously, Bab, who's now got Mr. Makatak as well, I believe. Yes, and so is Parsable. Runnard is now up into P1 once again. These two are just switching and switching and switching. But obviously, as we saw with the tank has retired, I think he got glitched and then left. I'm not too sure. As FIFA Lord now gets back into lead the race, these two are literally just like they two just swap cars, which is probably the best thing to do. As Eslamado is now into P7 and Benjo P6, these two, and Skinner P5. Skinner is having a very good race, and so is Venjo, and so is Eslamado. Runnard is now up into P1 again. Mr. Mac attack gets Bab. Christoph gets Sakir because Sakir boxes. Sakir might have had a bit of damage, but I don't think he did. We did not. Parsville with another 3-second time penalty. As he lets BRT Jacob through. And obviously that... Oh! Massive spin from Mr. Mac attack as he goes into the wall. I don't think there was any collision there. I just think he span on his own. Getting the traction right as Jelma has now got him as well. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the strategy would work for Jelma, because obviously he boxed wing damage and a lot earlier than all these other drivers, so I don't think the undercut will work. Because they're all in DRS as well. As AG goes into the pit lane, most of the drivers will be pitting. Langer, FIFA Lord, Aloon, AG. They go on probably to put on the hard compound tyre. As now Skinner is up into P2. As BRT Jacob sets the fastest lap on these hard compound tyres. As BRT Jacob has got FIFA Lord coming out of the pit lane. So does Bab. But obviously they two try to do the undercut. Skinner with his first 3 seconds of today, and Eslam Medal goes up into P3 as well. All you want to do with all the hard commenters is stay in DRS and try pull away when all these other drivers pit, and try get as far away as possible. But Runnard, he has stayed out. He feels like he is quick on the medium tyres still. But Skinner under brakes and Eslamedal hits the back of him. Let's just hope these drivers can all stay in DRS. Milan gets Parsville. And I believe he lets Sakir through as well. But he's holding up AMS Yoma. But obviously Parsville does not have any DRS, so he will just fly straight through. As Runnard is just let Eslamedal through. I don't know if that's DRS chicken or not. And there's a yellow flag. Sakir has retired from the session with a VSC. As Runnard and Esla medal, all the hard drivers will be pitting, I believe. The question is, they should get in front of BRT Jacob. But they are back to racing, so this may have not helped at all. But I think it has. He's only down into P2, and obviously all these drivers have done the undercut on him. Bab with a 3-second time penalty. Runner sends it up the inside of Bab, going to try and get as far away as possible from FIFA Lord, who is currently his main rival. But when did these people pit? But obviously Bab is very slow, so FIFA Lord has got to get him to try and stay within DRS. He's got to go, because I don't think they will be staying in DRS until next lap. They will not. With AG has got Bab as well. Bab is looking to be very slow on these hard compound tyres, because obviously he pitted a lot earlier from these drivers, because he started on the soft compound tyres. With Runnard sets to pass his lap as well, as he goes into P1. And obviously he will be trying to save as much DRS as possible, since he's hardly on not as much. And he gets DRS as well, which is nice to see. And it goes straight past. With TS with a 3-second time penalty. Skorzny gets Parsel, as Parsel pulls up into the pit lane. But Milan Langer looks to be seen out of DRS. With AG with a 3-second time penalty. as TTR Runner is overtaken by FIFA Lord again. Amos Yelmer looks to be trying to do the double the overtake, but it did not work out at all for him. But Skinner looks like to be the one that pitted with all the other drivers, as now looks to be seen as getting held up by Bab. Obviously Bab is on 15 lap old hards, and I don't know how much tyre wear is around this track, to be honest, so I do not know if he will be losing time as much. But he looks like to be losing a lot of time. But Milan Langer needs the other cars to overtake him so he can get back into a DRS train of himself and the cars behind to try and get back into contention of winning this race. As FIFA Lord goes back into lead of the race, AG and Venjioke have got Milan Langer, because obviously Milan Langer does not have DRS until this straight. Esla Medal looks like to be going up the inside of Christoph. Esla Medal gets a very good exit from Milan Langer, but Milan Langer does now have DRS, but looks like to be battling as Esla Medal is using all of his DRS. He looks like to sneak up the inside. It may work and it may not. I don't think it has worked. MS Yelmer has now got Skinner. Bab has lost out to both of them, but Skinner didn't look like to have a very good exit of them. Wheel banging just a little bit. Skinner gets his elbows out, but Skinner just holds on to that position. Milan Langer now gets a 3-second time penalty. That is not helpful for his cause later on. But it looks like the other cars around him have got penalties as well, so hopefully it will not matter too much to him. Ursula Medal look for that to go on the inside, but he has hit Milan Langer as that may have been classed as a push to pass. I'm not too sure. But as it stands, FIFA Lord will be on for the chance to win this race. As Parsville gets tank. No, not tank, sorry. TS. As TS looks to be really struggling. Runnard with another 3-second time penalty. That is his 6-second time penalty. That could push him down in the order all the way down to P7, I believe. Maybe P6. As obviously the most scoring team is McLaren, who are currently standing in P4 and 5, but Venjo does not have penalties, so he could get pushed up to P3. Obviously, having a quali ban as well, this has helped him very much for the championship, maybe. But obviously, then AG hits the back of him, Esla Medal hits the back of him, so does Milan Langer. But all BRT Jacob has to do, because obviously he pitted first out of all of these drivers that are battling for the win. He pitted first, so he will have the disadvantage for tyre wear. So all he has to do is just stick in DRS, and hopefully his tyres don't burn out too much. Where there's 10 laps to go, I believe, maybe 9. As AG gets Venjo, and so does Esla Medal. Venjo could have lost 2 positions then on that straight. Does Esla Medal think about going up the inside of AG? No, he does not. Because last time we saw this, he tried to hold up Leo as possible. Last time, I believe that was 2 seasons ago. But we will go back on board with FIFA Lord, who seems to be gaining on TTR runners. Does he get the better exit though? I don't think he did get the better exit, but obviously with the DRS, he should be looking to make the move done, which he has done. Going up into turn 3, and he does not have the DRS, so runner should look straight back on him, which he does. But I'm going to go check the warnings for FIFA Lord and BRT Jacob. 1 warning on lap 1. 2 warnings. 1 warning for BRT Jacob. So if FIFA Lord gets another penalty, BRT Jacob could have a chance to win the race. As FIFA Lord goes back up into the lead of the race, or if I was FIFA Lord, all I would be doing is just keeping it in the track limits and waiting to the end of the race to try and get a chance. MS Yoma gets Skinner and Milan Anger gets Venjioke. As Bab gets Gosney. As FIFA Lord goes back up into the lead of the race, Christoph with 9 seconds of time penalty. That could bump him down the order a lot. As AG gets Esla Medal, I believe. Does Milan get him as well for a double overtake? I don't think he will, but he has always have a chance on his straight. We'll keep an eye on this as I don't want that camera. As he backs out of it because he does not want to get any kind of damage. Benjo gets Esla Medal on from that as well. As there are 6 laps left, going on to lap 31. Alune now with a 3-second time penalty. There's not been Alune's race because obviously last race in tier 1 I believe he was quite far up the ground. I believe he was finished like I believe it was in the podium, I'm pretty sure. As I will go check now with race results. Sorry, he was P6, but he was still quite close. As Runnert obviously won the last race we did with Ogwin and Christoph. Christoph is having an off race, as it seems to be seen. Venjioke was in P4, so he is not having bad, because obviously he will go up into P4 without the penalties with penalties as it stands. So he will have back-to-back P4s. I will check Runner's penalties just to see how much warnings he is on. As I believe he is on, I don't know, he's got 2 invalidated laps. So I believe he will have 1 more warning. As Alune gets back-to-back penalties back-to-back, I believe, or maybe that might have been 1 lap and then 1 lap. Esla Medal goes up the inside of Venjioke. Venjioke gets a better exit though. Who will be able to overtake and we will be watching this with the far camera. But F1 Medal goes up the inside as F1 Medal gets the move done. TS with another 3-second time penalty. Obviously that won't affect him too much because he is down in P16. Who gets better exit out of runner than FIFA Lord? You don't like to be runnered, but obviously with FIFA Lord with DRS, he should storm straight past him, which he has done. As BRT Jacob goes through as well, I believe Runnard was trying to get DRS off of him as well, but I don't know if that'll work out or not, because obviously he would have had, unless he was playing for them to go for the win, because obviously he is in no contention of winning this race off track. Obviously on track he can, but with 6 seconds of penalties, I don't think he has a chance to win this race. Obviously he seems to be backing off quite far, so I believe he will just try let BRT Jacob and FIFA Lord try and get this win, which is good sportsmanship to do if he is doing that, which is nice to see. With Mr. Makatak losing 2 positions. Did he spin? He did spin, and he's broken his front wing too. It's only the slide plate, he should be able to carry on. But it's not been Mr. Makatak's day, unfortunately for him, as Yoma gets Skinner again. As the Yoma will be going up into P8 after the penalties, as there's 2 laps left of this race. As Runnard looks like he might, unless he is backed off, he does not want to make any contentions of that, but BRT Jacob sneaks out the inside. Obviously he will have the DRS on this straight. Looks like to be going into P1 for, I believe, the first time for this race, and obviously the first time you want to be in it is near the end of the race, which he has done, so congratulations to him. But he has a little bit of wheel spin going on the exit of that turn, but obviously he gets the move done, as we will look to be going on to lap 36, as FIFA Lord will probably have the DRS advantage, so obviously FIFA Lord has a chance to win this race. As FIFA Lord goes up into the lead for the last lap, does BRT Jacob get the better exit to try and get him? Obviously he would burn all of his DRS. Mr. Makatak with 3-second time penalty. Does BRT Jacob try to sneak up the inside? He does do, as he hits a little bit of wheel banging. They are still side by side for the lead of the race to try and get this win at the Austrian Broke Boys Tier 1. As they're both on similar ERSs as well. Milan Langer gets AG, but they keep swapping and swapping. So it looks like FIFA Lord will be able to get this, unless FIFA Lord fucks up this corner. He does not. Does BRT Jacob get him to the line? FIFA Lord wins this race, followed by Beatty Jacob, followed by Runnard, and followed by Venjuk, I believe. Yes, Venjuk P4, Milan P5, AG P6, Eslamedal P7, Christoph P8 as it stands, goes down as P9 with AMS Yelmer P8, Skinner P10, Skolzny P10, Skinner P11, Bab P12, and then Erloon, Mr. Attack, Parzival, and the Loon. Sorry, Parzival will be 16th, TS will be P15, because obviously he has 2 seconds off, and he has 6 seconds penalty. Parzival has 9. That was a very good race from the lads in Tier 1. Venjuk with driver of the day. Christoph has left the session already. As we will go through your order again: FIFA Lord, BLT Jacob, Ronald, Venjuk, Milan Langer, AG, Esla Medal, Yelmer, Christoph, Skorsny, Skinner, Bab, Aloon, Mr. Makatak, TS, Parzival, and then the 2 DNS of Sakir and Tank. And obviously that'll be all for me from today, and I might have a chance to see you next week, and I will maybe not. Thank you for watching the stream, and I will see you soon.